They stormed through the downtown core, smashing everything in their path and setting fire to police cars in the street.
But only a portion of the people rounded up following G20 riots may face jail time. That's because of a deal worked out with the crowd. CTV's John Musselman is following this story this afternoon. He joins us from the courthouse at Finch and Arrow Road. Let's make a deal, John.
Yeah, Ken, this is the agreed statement of facts that was read out in court this morning. It's really the first time we got an understanding of what was happening here. What we heard was that the 6 ringleaders had target lists. They were encouraging demonstrators to cause violence, destroy property. And today those 6 stood up in the courtroom behind me and all admitted they were guilty.
They arrived at the Finch Avenue courthouse one after the other, surrounded by friends and lawyers. 6 key players here to enter guilty pleas to the charge of counseling to commit mischief during the G20 summit. In an agreed statement of facts read in court, each stood and entered the plea. The court heard the 6 encourage people to damage property during a militant and confrontational march on Saturday, June 26th. Police cars were destroyed and protesters clashed with police when violence erupted in the downtown core. The so-called ringleaders of the G20 riot have struck a plea deal that will see 6 of them serve jail time. 11 others will walk free. Court heard that 2 undercover OPP officers infiltrated the group a year before the G20, and the 6 main players were instrumental in encouraging protesters to commit violence. All 6 were arrested on June 26 before the riots erupted downtown.
Now, security is very tight here at the courthouse. It's actually so busy they've used an overflow room so people could hear the proceedings. The accused were in one courtroom with more than a dozen lawyers and the media. A second room was the overflow room for all of the supporters here, Ken. And I think really they're taking this as a victory because the charges have been reduced from conspiracy to counsel to commit mischief, which is much less.
And what does that mean in terms of jail time? How much time could these people be facing?
Well, it'll all depend. We have a lot of people here who serve pre-trial custody, 1 month, 5 months. So we're looking at jail time for some of these people ranging from 3 months right up to less than 2 years. That will all be dealt with in sentencing, which starts next week, and that sentencing will run right until January the 13th, Ken.
All right. Thank you, John.